Rivers, your good intentions have been ruined. Discard sole administrator now, group to Tinubu. This is the people that Fubara is talking about. All of them that are trying to fight for him, they are the ones that have even worsened his situation, and that is why his spirit, of course, since that time he has been fighting, his spirit would have left, like, whatever people want to do, whether it's impeachment, whether it's suspending me, whatever, I'm ready. And since it happened like that, the way he happened, and they suspended him, he's already at peace, like, I'm not going back there. And I really hope that he doesn't come back there. I really hope he doesn't. The group led by National President Dr. Marilyn Ebere-Okoro faulted President Bola Tinubu for appointing Vice Admiral Ibok retired, as sole administrator. A civic group, Citizens Actions for Democratic Restoration (CADR), has demanded an immediate end to the emergency rule in Rivers State, warning that the federal government intervention has undermined constitutional order and intensified unrest in the oil-rich region. The group, led by National President Dr. Marilyn Ebere-Okoro, faulted President Bola Tinubu for appointing Vice Admiral Ibok as sole administrator. They described the emergency rule as a reckless overreach. Everybody has already said that has compounded the Rivers crisis and stifled the will of the people. In a statement issued in Port Harcourt and made available to journalists on Saturday, CADR criticized the administrator's continued suspension of democratic institutions and imposition of unilateral rule without legal or legislative backing. I have not even heard from that sole administrator for a long time, like the whole of last week. I didn't think he was in the news for anything. So President Tinubu's declaration of emergency rule in Rivers may have been driven by a desire to stabilize the state, but the appointment of a sole administrator who has suspended state structures, defied court rulings, and threatened peaceful protesters has ruined any good intention that may have existed. This is no longer intervention, it is occupation. Exactly, she said. CADR listed several worrying developments since the March 18 emergency rule declaration: the suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy and the House of Assembly, the mass sacking of political appointees and state executives, the appointment of local government administrators in defiance of subsisting court orders, and repeated crackdowns on protest groups, particularly women-led demonstrations demanding a return to civil governance. Vice Admiral Ibas has dismantled the democratic scaffolding of Rivers State Local Council and are being filled with hand-picked loyalists. Rivers State has become a dictatorship. Yes, so that it has become a country, a state controlled by dictatorship. It is no longer a democratic state. It is no longer a democratic state, and that's just it. It has become dictatorship under federal cover, and Nigerians are watching in disbelief. What Nigerians go do? Speaking further, Dr. Okoro noted that attempts to intimidate protesters only betray the government's loss of moral authority. When women carrying placards are tear-gassed, it's no longer about peacekeeping. It becomes state-sponsored repression. We cannot build unity on the foundation of fear. CADR also challenged the president's silence in the face of escalating criticism from civil rights organizations, legal experts, and ordinary citizens. According to the group, a proper stakeholder dialogue, including traditional rulers, civil society, and elected representatives, could have resolved the conflict without undermining constitutional democracy. If the president truly sought peace, he could have convened all relevant actors in Rivers State to mediate a path forward. Instead, he chose the path of imposition and exclusion. That decision is now backfiring and threatening national unity, she said. The group warned that allowing Ibas to continue in office under emergency powers risks setting a dangerous precedent. He's already there. Do you think they are going to remove that man? It is well. Today it is Rivers, tomorrow it will be any state where political disagreement exists. Before Uncle, if one man can replace an entire government by federal decree, then our democracy is in grave danger, Okoro said. Yes, now. That's the point. They want us to they are trying to let us know indirectly that we are gradually going from democracy into dictatorship. That's what they are trying to do. All of them moving to APC and all of that. They are just trying to pass a message. The situation in Rivers State is not democratic. And so we urge President Tinubu immediately rescind the emergency order. He is not going to rescind anything. Reinstate Fubara and initiate a peace-building process anchored in constitutional law. Our message is clear. The administrator must go. The emergency rule must end. Nigerians did not die for democracy only to be ruled by decree again. Enough is enough, she declared. It is well. Benson Duka said the suspended governor has asked all fake and busybodies to maintain their space. All their activities, actions are a challenge to peace in Rivers State. Yes, he said it. It is well. Yeomi says President FCT Minister Wike has nailed President Tinubu, damaging his political career. President Tinubu's handlers are not wise and also poor thinking. Wike, after portraying Tinubu as undemocratic politician, will use that medium to campaign against him come 2027. Wike for president 2027. If I hear, that's not possible. That's not possible. I don't think that's possible. Wasiu Olatunji says, Wasiu Olatunji, you have obviously Tinubu person. Stupid people from the pit of hell, wonder shall never end. My question to you is that during the time of misunderstanding that almost led to the impeachment of the governor, what did you do to settle the warring parties? He said, too, after the state of emergency, what have you done to resolve and settle all issues so as to go back to the president and say, the people are back as one, please let the administrator go. It is well. At Chiklem says, okay, Mokwa Irem says, no good intention before. He's being emperor and selfish, exactly. There's an agenda. There's a set goal for them to do that. They have something in mind before suspending Fubara so that they'll be able to do some certain things that they want to do in Rivers State. That's why they suspended him. And obviously, Wike doesn't want him back because he's not doing Wike's bidding. The president also has a stake in whatever is happening in Rivers State because he wants something. But at the end of the day, Fubara has said his spirit has left. So I think they should just let him. They should stop fighting for him. They should stop trying to change the mind of the president. If they like, they should reinstate him. If they like, they should not reinstate him. He's not even interested again. And I like that he's not interested again. I really just like it. Prince Okadari says, nothing is working again. Can you see? Okay. Living passes, empty vessels make the highest noise. It is well. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.